It's time for the juice. Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester, and today I'm going to be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first, I'm going to be starting off with Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. That's going to be the 1 hour. Then we're going to be hitting up the midterm, which is the 4 hour, because we've got a potential another short coming through, which could come through quite nicely indeed. But we will review that shortly. And then once we're done with Bitcoin, guys, we're going to go straight through, well, Bitcoin on the midterm. We're going to go straight through to Bitcoin here on the long term. Quite a few things to be talking about today. There's quite a lot going on. So yeah, we're gonna weigh up a couple of possibilities here, because everyone's kind of shaking in their boots and really quite scared. But no, I'm here to support you and hopefully ease you in, right? Hopefully ease you in. And then once we're done with Bitcoin, guys, we're going to be just doing some altcoin requests. So then that's basically the altcoin request part of the show. And that's where you guys just spam a load of altcoins and I'll just do some live TA for you. I mean, to be honest, the charts are looking fairly similar because Bitcoin's kind of leading the pack as usual. Which it does suck, but it is what it is. It is crypto land, so we basically need to I'm basically doing probably a bit more TA on the longer term timeframes for those altcoins for you, just to give you some longer term predictions, right? I feel like that's going to work a lot better. And 6 likes already, guys. Smashing up that thumbs up button does help me out tremendously in terms of the YouTube algorithms. Thank you very much indeed. Do appreciate it. And shout outs coming through straight away. We've got Ivo in the chat. First today, Ivo. Nice to see you on the stream there, my good sir. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday morning. It's 2 degrees in England. I'm sure it's minus 30 where you are. Hope you're not too cold, bro. But yeah, and also last index as well, jumping in. Nice to see you on the stream there, bro. We'll have a good conversation later, my good sir. And let's go for the juice. You lack of the juice, we're here for the juice. We're here to make that money, cold hard cash. Exactly. Now, starting off with Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame, I think we got Rick in the chat there as well. Nice to see you on the stream there, my good sir. Smashing up for that 7th like. Amazing stuff. Do appreciate it, man. I'm here today to give you a BTC update. As you can see, starting off here on the 1 hour chart, you can see it's all a bit choppy still, right? We're below all major moving averages straight off the bat here on the 1 hour. Now, what do we have here from the most recent dump to the downside? Testing with a lot of confidence here. Testing with a lot of confidence, as you can see from these this like 3 hours of just pure dumpage for Bitcoin. You can see we actually came down and we tested 41,000. We gave it a little tickle before bouncing up quite aggressively there from 41,000 all the way back up to 42.8, right? An 1,800 pound bounce there. If we jump straight to the midterm quickly, you can see we've actually got a bullish divergence that's formed here, correlating with the RSI as well, and that's going to be why we are having that bounce coming through there. Now, that might have played out already. So we basically, what we need to take into consideration now is Viva la Resistance, the resistance coming through there and playing out. Now, where is the resistance that we can be looking for here on the short-term time frame? It is going to be around 42,600, 700, that sort of area. We know we got rejected from 42.8, but now we know we've got this pretty strong downward sloping resistance line coming down, and we have tested that literally 3 times already. So what does that tell us? It tells us there could be a breakout scenario to the upside, and let's just take into consideration we've been trending down for a hell of a long time now. So a break to the upside is absolutely fine, right? That's absolutely fine. That's going to be something that we can be profiting from, and yeah, it's just a possibility we need to weigh up there. Now, that's obviously the most unlikely scenario at this time, just because we are in this pretty huge downtrend, and on the macro scale we're just trending down completely, right? So yeah, it is quite unlikely that we have a big break up here, but it's definitely something that we can be looking for if that is going to come to fruition there. What I would say also, we do have the price action channel and the 55 here. So if there is going to be any sort of long position here, there's actually, and also this lower high as well, there's actually quite a lot stopping us from actually coming up and seeing a completion of a measure move. When I say completion of the measure move, guys, we're going to go on the most recent uptrend like so. This is going to be the measure move that I would be looking for completion, and that would be bringing the price back up to 44,560 there. So yeah, still quite a big jump there for Bitcoin. Probably like another $2,000 move to the upside there. Around, yeah, around a 4.29% gain there, if that is going to be something that we are going to be getting involved with. But to be honest with you, it's a bit iffy, right? Whereas, as I said, we're in a downtrend with all the major moving averages there. They're pretty far apart, and that's the further they are apart, guys, it basically shows the strength of the downtrend at this time. And we know, called up, we see a massive breakdown, and you can see they're really, really far apart. So we've got quite a bit of time. It indicates that we've got quite a bit of time left in this sort of downtrend, this micro downtrend coming through here. Now, that's obviously the possibility to the upside, because we like to weigh them all up, guys, just in case, because we know how skr Bitcoin can get. Now, it is a parallel channel, guys. We've got support on the lower side from that wick down to 41. If we start coming down these levels again, first things first, we're going to be testing this area where we did get, I believe, the candle body close here on the midterm, right? Forming a parallel channel from the December the 4th dump, right? Which is actually very interesting because now that is going to be acting as a level of support, right? So for the day trade today, we need to be looking for something something along the lines of like either a bounce from this area here at around 41,200, or if we lose that area, we know we're probably either going to bounce here or break, right? And this could be really quite aggressive, so we really need to be on our toes and prepared to scalp this and take a lovely little position here. Obviously, nothing I say is financial advice, guys. Please go do your own research. I'm not here to give you trades. I'm here to teach you TA, strictly teaching, not giving. I'm giving my time, right? That's all I'm giving. But yeah, so as you can see, this is what we are going to be potentially looking for if Bitcoin is going to have that continuation to the downside, right? And to be honest, in terms of setting a lower high here, this is it's looking quite nice for a lower high and then continuation down, because you do see lower low being set, lower low being set, lower high being set until we can get over this lower high on the short term at 43,500, that area. Until we get over that and come back down and set a higher low, then I'm not bullish, right? I'm not bullish at all on the short term until we can do some sort of scenario like this. And it basically just looks like we are going to probably do something along the lines of this, setting another lower high here, and then another lower low there. So still bearish here on the micro here, guys. So yeah, a couple of scenarios to be looking out for there. In terms of percent for this short position here, because the money is on the table for us to take, right? It's on the table for us to take. So who are we to turn them down? In terms of a break to the downside, guys, in terms of a price prediction coming through here, it could be 37,800. Ugh, kills me to say it, but hey, money is there on the table to be taken. Around a 6.5% dump there for Bitcoin, and that is on the basis that we set a new low and on the basis that we lose 40k, right? The chance of this happening, the chance of us coming out to 41k was fairly unlikely, but we're trailing down continuously, right? The hope is falling. Bringing me onto the fear and greed index. Look at it, filthy, dirty. Everyone is really scared. Everyone's in the corner of the room shaking. They're scared. It's a crazy time for Bitcoin right now. But yeah, that's pretty much Bitcoin here covered up on the short term. Let's have a look at the RSI ever so quickly, because we did have a bullish divergence coming through yesterday, which is quite interesting. We do still have this pretty strong trend line coming down like so, guys, and that's an indication for a potential reversal point, because you can see how steep we've actually come up recently on the RSI, which is it's absolutely fine for that to be happening, because we were at that oversold sort of point, right? We're at the oversold sort of point, so we need to have that rejection coming through. Is that gonna line up pretty perfectly with the lower side of this resistance point of this parallel channel to the lower side here? Yes, probably it is, right? Yes, probably it is. We're probably going to consolidate for a bit, or even have a leg up here. Well, not a leg up, a spike up in the price. If that is going to happen, we know for a fact, even consolidation here, even consolidation here is going to bring the RSI up, right? And then we're in line to test this resistance point. So please, if you're day trading today, do not miss this area. Please be watching the RSI here, because this is very, very crucial. And the reason why I'm saying this a lot here, you can see we've rejected off this multiple times, had a little bit of a test here, but rejection is literally on the cards, right? Rejection is on the cards, and we just need to be prepared for that continuously. Right, let's have a little look at the trend cycles from yesterday that we did actually set. Did actually get invalidated, right? Getting validated coming through there, but hey, it's not the end of the world. What we got here. This is interesting, actually. So let's get rid of that. And obviously you can see this is a trend cycle as well, guys. And obviously nothing is 100%, guys. So they don't always plan out, but it's just a piece of information we can be using. Now, obviously going from this low yesterday, we need to be taking into consideration the most recent downtrend. It's not really been that strong. It's just been a retracement from that high from this pump, right? From this pump around. Yeah, this pump around here, around 6 a.m. So this basically tells us that wasn't a lot of momentum, right? And we have actually got a bullish divergence coming through there as well, because the trend coming through on the MACD isn't actually stronger than the low that we did set on the chart, right? So that is an indication for that bullish divergence to come through again. And yes, it has played out. Now, what does that tell us in terms of trend cycles, right? It tells us that this trend cycle is not actually the most valid trend cycle at this time. So in the next downtrend, what can you expect? If we are going to talk about respecting this line, it's probably fairly unlikely that we're going to, right? I would actually expect a bit of an invalidation of this cycle, right? So that's definitely something to be looking out for there today. Whether how low we're going to go is the question. We do have horizontals coming through here, so let's bang one in there. Bang, hello, money. We've probably got a pretty dominant one coming through there as well. So these are going to be checkpoints that we are going to be looking for these trends to really get to, and see if we can see a reversal coming through there. But yeah, just another piece of information we can be using for the scalpy short term TA coming through there. Moving on to the midterm here for the old BTC coming through. We were talking about this parallel channel to the downside that has really, you can see it's actually really quite clean. It's quite clean from the December the 4th candle close all the way up. Nice reveal of resistance coming through there, coming down like so, right? If we're going to bounce here, then as I was saying on the short term, we've got a nice long position ready and waiting for us to be activating and making money from that. So we're all good there, even if it decides to pull up a bit. And to be honest with you guys, we are due to come up a bit, right? We are due to come up a bit because the whales, if you think like a whale, you're never going to fail, right? If we jump to the longer term time frame, right, we've had literally like, it's been 6 days of pure like being sick, right? Bitcoin is in the bathroom hugging the toilet bowl after a crazy night out. It's had 6 days of illness. It needs to have one good day of picking up, right? Because if you think like a whale, you're never going to fail. And if the whales are just going to be dumping it down like this, they're going to have a pullback to get everyone feeling a bit more bullish, right? So yeah, before having the continuation down. So that's definitely something to be thinking about there. And if we are going to pump, we need to basically be ready to activate a potential long there. Nice stuff coming through there. We've still got a bullish divergence coming through on the RSI, which isn't bad. Let me pull that up a little bit. Which isn't too bad, right? It is definitely something that we can be using. We have seen a bit of upwards momentum from that, but you need to take into consideration we are on the 4 hour, guys. We're on the 4 hour, and that basically tells us that there could be a bit more upwards momentum here. If that is going to happen, then it's really quite nice. It's really quite nice. What we need here is this lower high to be invalidated, as I was talking about on the short-term time frame. If we can see that get invalidated, then yes, money, cold, hard cash. We could see a bit of a micro uptrend coming through on the midterm, and that's kind of what we need here, bringing us back up to test around that $45,000 region. But please be aware, even if we do come up here, invalidate this lower high, come up, set a higher low, and then come up to this 45K level, we're probably going to find resistance at this zone. If we don't, we're probably going to come up and probably start ranging in this area again around the dreaded 46, maybe a wick up to 52, as we have been talking about, trapping us in trapping people in a potential long here, because it is looking fairly obvious for this scenario to actually play out, and you can see the resistance that does actually form from this zone to the top side. So that's another thing to be looking out for there for the future there. But yeah, just a little upwards scenario to be thinking about there. I'm going to leave that on the chart. And see how that does actually plan out for the future there, because it does look fairly achievable there, and fairly predictable for the whales to be doing right now. With that being said, guys, I am short. I'm still short in this position on the longer term time frame, right? And I'm happy. I'm happy in this short, guys. As I said, I got in around this sort of area. It was on the shorter term time frame. I did get in. I actually deleted that TA now, but because I'm riding it on the long term time frame now. But I got in, and now I've basically moved my stop loss down to 44,000, right? Because this is the area for resistance and also support there. So it's definitely an area that if we actually do come up and get a candle body close above that, then I'm out. I'm out. I'm chilling. It basically is a sign for a reversal there. And you can see here, I'm banging take profits as we are coming down. Didn't quite get this one here at 40,700. But hey, it's not the end of the world. Still riding that train. If we come up to this 44,000 sort of level there, that's where I'm going to be ending the trade there. But for now, I have taken profit multiple times. Stop loss is here, so it's absolutely fine. It's still a profitable trade at the end of the day. If we keep running down, amazing. I'm going for that 13%. I'm going for that 39,600. If not, it is what it is. It's a successful trade at the end of the day. I've already taken profit multiple times here. So yeah, it's a winner. It's a winner. It's all good. It's all good coming through there. So yeah. A couple of things to be looking out for there. In terms of where we are now here on the on the long term, let me get rid of some TA. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that right now. We've got the volume profile visible range showing us some support around 40,000 there, and you can see this has actually played out quite nicely before from the, do you remember September, the bloody September that we had coming through there, same as 2020, right? It was just a pretty awful. September's notoriously bad. It has been for a few years now. So yeah, now we're seeing potentially coming down to test this area and maybe seeing a bit of a spike to the upside, right? Now, if that is going to happen, as I was saying a minute ago, 45,000 is on the cards. 46,000 is definitely on the cards. And to be honest, if you're thinking like a whale, a bit of orca, you're going to be looking at testing at 46 and then seeing a bit of a spike down, maybe a high low being set there. But yeah, start to really panic when we lose 40k, right? When we lose 40k, I don't mean panic, guys. Calm and collected. We're calm and collected. If we start coming down like crazy, we're absolutely fine. We're looking for accumulation phases. It's fine. It's absolutely fine to be thinking like this. It's absolutely fine to be thinking like this. And yeah, if we do lose back to Tia, if we do lose 40,000, then clearly we've got 37 on the cards. You can see the resistance points that we have actually got coming through here, really quite steep and really quite aggressive in these areas, right? So yeah, just be aware. We could easily come down to these areas for Bitcoin right now, right? So let's zoom out onto the longer term time frame, because I do just want to say this chart in general, guys, it's still really quite bullish, right? We got higher lows continuously. High lows being set continuously, not really any invalidation of higher lows here. If we actually lose 39,000, this is where the first sort of sign here on the longer term time frame that we're going to have some sort of bearish momentum, right? And let's just take a step back. We set all-time highs right back in November. All-time highs back in November. 69,000 near enough for Bitcoin. So let's just yeah, 69k for Bitcoin. So it's just like, come on, it's fine to be coming back, invalidate one higher low, come down to this 28k, and then have another leg up from there, right? We can still have a range coming through here fairly easily. Literally, I was just about to draw that in. And yeah, you can see the range that we are playing in here in terms of an area that we could be looking at bouncing from here, guys. It's going to be around 34,000, that sort of area there. But yeah, interesting stuff. I would say one thing here to be looking out for is actually really crucial, because this could be a sign for a potential reversal in the price of what we're looking at now, right? Really quite crucial stuff here, guys. Let me get rid of that, and I want to keep. I think you guys could probably see it, right? So we've got this volume weighted ATR band coming through here on the weekly chart, guys. You can see how this is respected. It's been respected multiple times here, all the way up to that massive dump in May, coming down, testing that in June. We tested it again in July twice, and yet you can see. This is when Elon and Jack jumped on that B-word conference, right? You can see the momentum that we gained from that bounce there. Now, where are we? Who are we? We're bang on it right now. We've tested this over the last week, over the last day, maybe. Yeah, literally over the last day. Literally over the last day, we have come down and tested this on the weekly. And what does that tell us? That potentially tells us there could be hella big levels of support to be looking out for there. So if we do bounce like we notoriously have been, we could be in for a very nice weekend, guys. A very nice bullish weekend, bringing us up. And that's definitely something to be looking out for there for the future. But yeah, that's going to be Bitcoin covered on the short term, mid-term, and long-term for your daily update today. A long update today, I must say. But yeah, let me jump to the chat. I've had that closed for a while. Let's have a little look. We've got Leader Crypto, we got Cyber, we got Jordan, we've got Here Optimist. Good morning, my good sir. Mr. Miles, good morning to you. We've got Kuba. Hello, Chestino. Hello, man. How are you? Yeah, nice to see everyone on the stream there. 16 likes as well, guys. Do appreciate the likes coming through. You can smash that thumbs up. Does help me out tremendously in terms of the YouTube algorithms. Obviously, if you're having a good time, right? Obviously, if you're having a good time. Now, let's have a look at. I mean, Crypto Quant. I still haven't worked that one out. I don't know what the hell they've done to their website. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get another website for all those charts, guys. Yeah, let's do some altcoins. Let's do some altcoins. My good friends out there. Let's do some altcoins. And guys, if you are new to the stream, I do stream every single day, Monday to Friday. So yeah, hit me up. Now you know what to do. Yeah, you know what to do. Obviously, enjoy the content, right? Do you know what a kanji is? Not really, man. Let's have a little look at Casper for Mark. I think you were requesting that yesterday, man. I do appreciate. I appreciate you, and also I appreciate you let me have some breathing room, right? Because obviously I was just swarmed with requests yesterday, so apologies for not getting to that. If I am remembering correctly, right? But yeah, guys, get your altcoin requests in the chat, and I will do them ASAP, Rocky, as quick as possible, as soon as possible. Yeah, let's have a look on the daily, right? This is it's not too bad on the hourly, I would say. It's obviously in a downtrend there, but yeah, let's have a look on the macro. On the macro scale. Cyber, I thought you said Matic if you're feeling juicy then. But no, it said Matic if you fancy. But yeah, guys, obviously there's not that many of you now. There's like 20 of you watching. So I will be pretty much getting to all of your requests until more people join. So yeah, it's cool. I'm just gonna work down the list, guys. So if you've got any more, just keep banging them in. It's not a problem. We've only been streaming 23 minutes now. So basically we've got 40 minutes minimum of pure altcoins. So yeah, let's get it. Yeah, starting off with Casper, guys. Let me we do a little cheeky recording of this one. I'm here today to give you a daily update on Casper. We're going to do some fresh TA and see if we can get some price prediction of where we can be expecting to go, and basically where we're thinking of potentially trading this. Going off these wicks straight away, you can see the support that we've got from this low coming through at around 4 cents there. You can see obviously that was all the way back in July 2021. Fairly new, launched on Binance. Launched on. Where are we? Launched on CoinEx at on June the 21st. So it's still quite a new coin, quite a new thing coming through there. But in terms of areas to be looking out for there for the prices, for targets here, I mean, I don't really know about the fundamentals of this coin. Completely transparent here, guys. Overall, this is going to be the area that we are looking to respect. If we lose this zone, then we could probably be coming down. First things first, target-wise, I would say we do have a clear horizontal here in terms of a level of support to be getting up from. This is obviously a very nice bounce point. We have some bounces from this multiple times here. In terms of a price, it's going to be around 10 cents, 18. This is going to be an accumulation phase. If you are looking to buy Casper right now, that's going to be what I would be looking for. But overall, guys, this is the area. This is the danger zone. If you lose this, you're probably coming down to this area. And this is the area to be watching after that. If you actually lose that area, I would say next target is going to be this higher low coming through here, guys. You can see the candle body close from this higher low. I mean, it was in September that we did see that insane dump, so that's not really the best information in the world, but you can see the recovery from there. Very nice. A lot of I see a lot of limit orders basically being put in here, and then from there we just had like 4 or 5 days of just pure bullishness. So that basically tells us that this area is actually a very nice level of support. So if we do get down to 8 cents as well, this is going to be another zone to really be buying up this coin if there is something that you are looking to invest in. If you are looking to actually buy it up right now, I wouldn't say this is the best area. My reasoning for that, if we jump down to say the 4 hour, and let's have a look at this range that we're actually playing in at the moment, right? Because you can see there's quite an obvious sort of chart pattern coming through here, guys. You can see this is the area that we are respecting on the lower side here, and this is going to be basically an area to be looking out for there for a bounce point there. If we lose this, if we lose this zone, then yeah, there is going to be a short position down and down to that horizontal that I was talking about there. But for now, I would just be cautious. I would be patient. You are below that major upward sloping support line, which is actually acting as resistance here on the longer term time frame. So I really would be cautious here, because if this is something that could really just tank it down from this zone and find that resistance. I mean, we've tested this multiple times along this area here, and also we have tested it multiple times again, and yet we are struggling to really break and hold, right? We're struggling to really break and hold, and even if we do break and hold, guys, we've still got this massive level of resistance to the top side here as well there. So I would expect a bit of downwards momentum coming through for Casper, but hey, that's not negative. That is just it's just accumulation phases coming through for us to be buying more, right? But yeah, that's going to be your update today on Casper. We got our last index banging through the 50 check. I don't know how to say your currency, man, but yeah, to appreciate that, bro. Let's do a nice little super chat for you, and that is going to be on AVAX. Yes, yes, I am drinking a protein shake. Hitting the gym. I've got back on the gym vibes. I want to be a big beefy man. Oh, AVAX, what are you doing to us, man? What are you doing to us? This is absolute filth. Filthy. Yes, not great here for AVAX, but there's going to be potential for a lovely cheeky short here. So that's definitely something to be looking out for there. Let me get straight into this. I'm here today to give you a daily update on AVAX. As you can see here, we're going to be starting off on the daily, because pretty much in crypto land at the moment, all charts look the same. Not gonna keep you guys for too long. Let's get straight into it. As you can see, RSI heading down quite strongly in this downtrend coming through there. I don't know what that is doing. Heading down quite strongly in this downtrend, coming down to the oversold point. Still quite a hell of a long way to get there in terms of the daily RSI. But what does that tell us? It tells us this short position that we are potentially looking for here for AVAX is going to be pretty nice, because we've got quite a lot of breathing room before we see a sort of bounce, right? So yeah, let's do some price predictions for that. In terms of the chart pattern that we do have here, you can see this upward sloping support line that we do have coming through. Really quite nice. Unfortunately, yes, we have lost this zone. What does that tell us? It tells us there is a potential breakdown scenario, right? The breakdown scenario is going to be this measure move coming through here. As you can see there, going on the most recent downtrend. This is what we're going to be looking for the breakdown. In terms of take profits, guys, we're going to be staggering them all the way down here. And obviously, nothing I say is financial advice. Please go do your own research before entering any sort of position I do say on this channel. Now, 28% is on the cards for AVAX for a big, strong downtrend. The reason why we do a strong short position, the reason why we do these multiple take profits is because we actually want to be banking profit the whole way down rather than getting reversed on. So, for example, if we actually short this zone on this daily candle close here, and we come down and we're aiming for this 28%, but we get a massive reversal coming through at this previous higher low there, then obviously we're going to be giving back all this profit. We're not about that. We're here to make money, so we're going to be staggering take profits all the way down and banking it as we go, right? Yes, it doesn't look as good on your exchange when you've got a massive 15 grand figure when you've made a huge percentage, right? But one, it kills the dopamine hit, which is obviously a very good thing for emotional trading, right? Helps with the emotions and not being so attached with it, and also it's just 10 times more safer, right? You eliminate those losses, and I've made 10 times more money doing it like this than doing it the other way, right? So yeah, that's what I would be looking at for AVAX here on the daily candle close there. In terms of an entry, what I would be looking for here, you can see we're just about to come up and tap this area again in terms of that resistance point. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see whether we actually claim the level of support here and come up and try and test this lower high at 96.73, or we actually see Viva la resistance play out there. It's going to be interesting as well, because you can see all major moving averages here on the hourly very, very far apart, right? Very far apart, telling us that there is quite a lot of momentum in terms of a strong downtrend, because the further these are apart, the stronger the downtrend is going to be, right? And we are seeing that. As you can see, they're getting further apart. the downtrend's getting more prominent, right? So yeah, it's interesting to see how this is going to play out. I would say volume weighted ATR band coming down, holding us down on the hourly as well. But in terms of that short position I am looking for there, that daily close is really, really quite crucial, right? So I would be referencing the daily close across with the 4 hour to see where the lower high or the higher low that is going to be set here, and whether we are going to get a lower low as well. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see actually how this does plan out. But overall, I would say bearish on AVAX until we are going to see this lower high actually get breached here at 97.08. If you are looking to buy AVAX and you are looking for for an accumulation phase coming through here, I would really be waiting for a candle body close on the daily at least above 93, 92, that sort of area there, and that gives us a bit more hope that we are going to see a bit of upwards momentum. But please take a step back and just say, how much has AVAX pumped over the last like 3 months or so, right? Insanely. It's actually banging it up like really quite aggressively, quite notoriously. So let's do it from end of October, right? Just 1% all the way up to all-time highs there. It's look at that, 100. Would you look at that? 184% there, absolutely crazy. So yeah, we do need pullbacks. We need these healthy pullbacks coming through there, and also we do have a higher low here. This could be a higher low that we are setting here. So yeah. There's a couple of scenarios coming through there. I wouldn't be insanely bullish on AVAX again until we clear this this lower high coming through on the daily chart at 114. But yeah, overall, that's going to be your daily update today on AVAX. Lauren says, Chester, you look even healthier today. How? Yeah, I'm feeling goddamn amazing. Feeling amazing. Last index, show your muscles. I literally had my first gym session of 2022 yesterday. So no, sir. I won't be showing my muscles, but maybe in like 2 months or so, I'll just come on stream and be like, like the Hulk or something. That'd be brilliant. Let's do some more requests, guys. I appreciate that, Mark. Where are we? Who was next? We've got a bit of Cody for Mr. Miles. Bit of Cody. Just reminds me of that scary movie with that little kid. I think it's Scary Movie 3. He's like, Cody. Don't know if you guys know the reference, but yeah, I'm not going to record this one, but I just want to say, guys, straight away, you can see some old TA coming through there off the bat. It's taking a little while to load. Not good. Not good. What's BTC doing? 42.35. Ah, we're actually seeing a Viva resistance coming through from this zone. Interesting. So yeah, as you can see, this is going to be a horizontal to be looking out for there for a bounce point hit for Coty around 28 cents there. If we are going to see pressure to the downside actually continue, that's what I would really be looking for there. Let's look at this TA. What the hell happened here, man? I think we were talking about this like a couple days ago, right? Yeah, literally talking about this short position coming through here. This was the measure move down. As you can see, money, cold hard cash was made here. Amazing stuff indeed. That's obviously due to BTC dumping off a cliff. And I'm finding this, guys, when we are seeing. It's quite interesting and quite a nice point of view for you guys to be taken away from this. We're just going to flip back to education for a second because that's obviously why we're here, to educate and insights and all that stuff. But what I do want to say is, a coin like this right now, it's obviously, you can see it's a very, very strong uptrend, really quite nice. Now, when we are seeing these uptrends coming through really quite aggressively for if you go on CoinMarketCap and you go back to a lot of the newer cap altcoins, right, you're going to see a lot more progression, like 20-30% and stuff like that. Now, with that being said, that's going to be forming uptrends. It's going to be forming parallel channels like we are seeing here in terms of level of resistance, in terms of levels of support. Now, take an insight from this, because if BTC is going to be banging it down and we are seeing quite a strong downtrend for BTC, so like, for example, resistance coming through at 42,752, we can then go to that altcoin and basically predict a really easy entry, a really easy short position coming through here. As you can see how fast this ran due to potentially Bitcoin dumping off a cliff, right? So that's a really good, in a sense, a little trading strategy for you guys to basically have a little look at, right? Go down to some low cap altcoins and see how they are running up at the moment, because there is going to be some that are still going to be getting investment. There's going to be some that are still getting that that they're putting out their marketing. They're still getting that that promotion, right? That those gains coming through. So yeah, not every coin's going to be going down, but if they are trending up, then BTC will be throwing it down. So can we profit from that, from from predicting where BTC is going to go? Abso-goddamn-lutely. Yes, we can. So yeah, that's just an insight for you guys to be looking at there. In terms of COTI right now, let's have a little look of where we're at on the 4-hour. I'm actually going to delete this TA because that's played out now. So let's delete that and get some fresh stuff coming through there, because we can see we do have quite a strong horizontal coming through here in terms of level of support. And also, yeah, I mean, this is a ranging sort of area here, guys. And you know what ranging, you know what this means for us? It means there's going to be another position coming through there. And you can see the areas of respect here. I'm actually going to put this up a little bit. As you can see, we're going to go more on candle bodies here. And sometimes that's absolutely fine, guys. To get these wicks below, that's absolutely fine. It's just a little bit of spillage coming through there. And yeah, we can basically make trap zones and stuff like that from there. So yeah, it's all good. But yeah, in terms of this range that we are seeing here for COTI, I would say there is actually potential for a breakout scenario, right? And the breakout scenario that we could be looking for there, if BTC is going to see rejection coming through, as we were looking at on the chart here, potentially seeing rejection coming through from this area, as I was saying a second ago, this coin is probably going to take a step back. It's going to take potentially another leg down. So this is a potential scenario that we could be looking for in terms of a breakout there, right? So yeah, let's have a little look at that in terms of a nice cheeky 21% to the downside. Are we going to get all the way down there? Probably not. So what are we going to do? We're going to stagger those take profits. We're going to make sure we're banking it all the way. And yeah, just eliminate those losses, right? So yeah, all good stuff. Greed is not your friend in this game. It's not your friend in this game. So yeah, all good stuff coming through there for COTI in terms of making money. In terms of the actual charting, let's have a little look. We're still in a downtrend. Not really invalidating any lower highs coming through here. So so what you really want now is a nice strong higher low, and unfortunately that does mean not having the completion of the measure move here for that short. But if you do set that, that is going to be positive for you hodlers out there, coming down, setting a nice higher low there, and then banging it up, right? Because this high low that you did try and set, you're on the edge of invalidating that, right? And that's an indication for bearish momentum to the downside, and that's obviously not what we want here. We want gains, right? So yeah. Not too bad at all. But yeah, that's going to be COTI pretty much summed up there, guys. Let's jump through some other stuff, right? As healthy as a horse. That's hilarious. Oh god. Let me jump back to the list. Let's have a little look at Matic for Cyber there. Matic is trading really low at the moment at 2.15 actually. I would expect good things for Matic in the future, because we are seeing quite a lot of NFT stuff actually get hosted on Polygon, so that's obviously very, very progressive for this this asset in general, right? So so yeah, in terms of bounce points for Matic, it's not looking the worst, right? It's not looking the worst scenario in the world. This is definitely an area to be looking out for, around $1.97 there. We've got the 200 EMA coming through on the 12-hour as well. And hello, let's look at respect. This is very nice, right? This is very nice indeed. Heavy levels of support coming through there. What does that tell us? It tells us it might actually... That's the wrong mouse is sticking yet again. Really need to get on the old Amazon Prime and order one. So yeah, as you can see, is the area to be looking for a bounce there for Matic, for an accumulation buy coming through there. I'm not saying this is the 100x long sort of area. I'm saying this is a potential accumulation phase. Potential, right? Potentially good. Just because obviously BTC is reacting really quite awfully at the moment. So yeah, let's just take into account we could actually take a break, take a leg down here for Matic. And if that is going to happen, obviously BTC, it needs to really bang it down. I would expect at least some sort of pullback coming through here, going on how steep this downtrend has been here. And we know Matic, guys, when it starts to have a pullback, we do get a lot of the FOMOs coming through and jumping through the FOMO. You think of a name for them? I think the FOMO retails or something. Oh god, there goes that yawn. Yeah, so this is going to be an area for Matic for a potential. I wouldn't say a potential long position, because it's just, you know me, I like to trade breakout patterns, right? And more of a pattern trader, and a strategy trader, right? So so I would say this is an area for obviously a bounce, right? But in terms of a breakout, I would really need to be jumping down to some shorter term time frames, and then potentially catching like a micro trend off that. We'll just have to see how that goes. Maybe something to be looking at for the future. But yeah, price to be watching there is $1.967 there for Matic. If we are going to see Matic actually dump down from there, 38.23% is definitely on the cards, right, in terms of a nice short position to the downside, right? But yeah, you know the score, guys. I'm gonna really try and not keep saying this, but I want you guys to really actually, if you haven't actually ever practiced gridding your take profits like this, please practice it, because I used to trade like stop loss, put a take profit in, let it run. No, you're going to lose 10 times more money doing that, right? The whales are there to trap you out in that sort of scenarios, especially in crypto, right? So yeah, stagger those take profits, bank as much profit as you can along the way. And as I said, if you haven't tried this before, just give it a go. Just try it. Just test it. Just try it. Because if you do see a bad position coming through, you've already banked one take profit, your stop loss is at entry. Amazing, you're done. It's a profitable trade. It's not a loss at the end of the day. Granted, yes, you're not going to get the dopamine, but yeah, it's still good. It's still good. But yeah, Matic not too bad overall. Let's have a look at something else, I think. And 23 likes, guys. Amazing, unreal. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Leader Crypto saying SOS 999. Let's have a look at SOS for you, my good sir. SOS. I guess it's a coup coiner. So brace yourselves. Oh, leader. Oh, leader. My good sir. What is happening here? My good sir. I don't know why I say that, right? My good sir. Here, brother. Yeah, so. SOSOS. Yeah, it's not the nicest thing in the world, my good sir. Yeah, launched on Christmas Day. It's ambitious. Yeah, let's do something on this. I'm here today to give you a daily update on SOS. SOS. SOS coming through there. Emergency. As you can see here, we do have an upward sloping resistance line, support line, sorry, coming through. Multiple tests on this. This is the more tests we get on a trend line like this, it's an indication for a break to the downside. Obviously, this launched on the 25th of December, Christmas Day. Fairly new indeed, so there's not that much data to be going off here. We are on the 12-hour chart. In terms of resistance that we can be looking for here, these are very key areas. What does that tell us? This tells us that 491 is the area to be watching here for a potential resistance point. If we get a break, it's not going to be too bad at all, right? If we get a break, it's not going to be too bad at all. We're probably going to go on the most recent uptrend, something along the lines of this. This is going to be the price prediction for that. Still bringing us up to around 619. So yeah, not the end of the world. I would like to see another high low get set after tapping this area, and then we can actually see us hopefully bang it up from there. But key areas to be looking out for are going to be these lower highs, guys. These lower highs at 702. We've obviously got the high coming through at open. That's definitely going to be an area to be looking out for resistance for the future, and also for bounce points in terms of bearish momentum. If Bitcoin is going to start falling off a cliff again, we need to be looking out for these areas as well there. Whether this downtrend is going to continue, whether we are going to see bounces off these candle body close, and if we get and we break this low at 316, then who knows how low we can go. It's going to be the lowest low of all lows here for this chart. So yeah, it's obviously not very good at all. But yeah, overall it is trending down quite aggressively there. Whether that's due to crypto markets in general, I don't actually know any sort of fundamentals about this coin. But yeah, whether it's due to that or whether it's due to it actually just having a big sell-off from the funding from the devs at the start, right? So yeah, we'll just have to see how that does plan out. In terms of resistance lines right now on the short-term time frame, we are actually seeing this one being very, very, very goddamn dominant, I must say. You can see, look at this, how dominant this is in terms of resistance there. But we are testing this multiple times, and this does indicate some sort of breakout scenario. So areas here to be looking out for here on the short term is going to be this 447 there. That's going to be the sort of the ideal sort of scenario to break that. Then we can come up and test that, invalidating the most recent lower high here on the short term time frame. But overall, guys, I would say macro downtrend. Please be careful with this coin, right? Just be careful. But yeah, that's going to be your overall update of the day. Let's have a little look at the chat, see what's going on there. We've got, is horse in English? American English anyway. Nay. Oh, my cup of tea is wearing off. I'm feeling tired. And I smashed the gym yesterday, so I'm aching. Don't know if any of you go to the gym, but you know, the first day back, and you, the first day you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh my God, I'm dying. Just you dying, right? Ranging equals accumulation, says Mr. Miles. Roger says the meme coins Doge and SHIB have been stable throughout this crash last night. Oh, bloody SHIB. I'm not going to start, Lauren, don't worry. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, let's do some more requests, guys. What was next? We've got a bit of dot for Rick. Where are you? There you are. Interesting. I'm not going to go into messed that up. Yeah, I'm not going to go into too much detail here for dot, but it is looking bearish, right? It's looking bearish, and the reason for this is, guys, you can see we do have a rising wedge, guys. Rising wedges, we know they tend to usually break to the downside, right? That's the sort of the famous thing, famous thing for these wedges. But let's just let's not do that. Let's do something along the lines of this, right? Because obviously we do have this low coming through here, guys. If we are going parallel off this bit of slippage here, this could be easily an easy trap zone to be taken into consideration, right? Easily a trap zone to be taken into consideration. So so we could easily actually bounce here, and that is lining up pretty perfectly with this previous higher low there and the previous low from this trend. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where this goes over the next few days, whether we are gonna bounce at 23.35. If not, I probably would be looking for a short, right? We'll be looking for a short coming down from this zone, and that's gonna be, it's gonna be huge, right? It's gonna be absolutely huge. So we're not just gonna be going blindly for this. We're gonna be using all time frames, setting multiple take profits all the way down here, planning for any sort of reversal, because it's not just going to go straight down. Fly on my ear. It's not just going to go straight down here. We're going to have bounce backs, guys. It is inevitable. The whales don't just run it down like crazy, unless there is some sort of panic sell-off coming through there. Oh, but yeah, so that's definitely a point to be looking out for there for dot here on the longer term time frame. On the short term time frame, how are we doing? We're doing a Bitcoin, right? Not really doing that much. In this, we got a little parallel channel coming through to the lower side there. As you can see, it is going to be something along the lines of this, right? And that's obviously going to be huge resistance points coming through from all these major moving averages as well there. Bitcoin currently getting rejected off the volume weighted ATR band. Use that as an indication of where this could be going. We could be coming down and testing this 25.46 fairly soon, right? I would probably expect that coming through in the next candle or so, considering that high that we did set there. If we do actually see a bit more momentum to the upside here, let's look at the candles. Let's look at the candles here. We are seeing these sell-offs coming through from these wicks, right? So that tells us that we have got selling momentum coming down off the 21 moving average here. I would say maybe a wick down and then banging it off the volume weighted ATR band. You can see the support that we do get off this, but even if we do bounce there, we're still going to be higher than the most recent wick there on the hourly there. So that basically tells us that it's still looking fairly bullish, and there is still momentum to the upside there. Just looking at candlestick patterns there, guys. But yeah, not too bad for dot in general. I would say there is money to be made here on the longer term time frame. We just need to be patient, be calm, collected, set your alerts, and you'll be making that. SLP for Maz. Smooth Love Potion. Hasn't that been doing really badly? Like a lot worse than everything else apparently. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes. Not ideal. Yes, not ideal. Smooth Love Potion here. Obviously, this is an Axie Infinity coin, I do believe. Not great. I think Axie Infinity is taking a bit of a slowing down. It's slowing down in terms of momentum here, and that's probably why we are seeing the sister coin taking a bit of a hit here. When I say a bit of a hit, we're setting low after low after low. Nowhere near higher lows. We're just falling drastically, right? And especially with how crypto is reacting at this time, right? It isn't just a reflection on this chart, right? Well, it is, but it's what I'm trying to say here is like Bitcoin is falling, so the value of Axie Infinity is naturally falling. The value of making money in these games is falling. So what does that tell you? People are probably going to be withdrawing. They're going to be selling the NFTs to play the games and stuff like that. And that basically because they don't want to be losing the value that they currently have in their NFTs in the games. So that's obviously going to be bringing coins like this really, really far down, right? Really far down, just because you can. It's a ripple effect, right? It's a domino sort of falling scenario there, and yeah, once the first domino falls, like crypto taking a big crash, these games, people just start to panic because they're losing their value, because when they're working out how much money they have in crypto, they're going to be valuing their NFTs as well, and those NFTs are only naturally going to go down in value due to the price of what what Bitcoin and stuff is at, right? Because that obviously pulls the market down. So yeah, definitely a piece of information to be using there, guys. But I mean, how low can this bad boy go? I would have really hoped for a bounce around here. We did get a nice little bounce there, but you can see the people that we're still looking to sell off here, and that actually did come off really badly. And we are just basically just slamming it down continuously, have been since July. Yeah, really, really bad. So yeah, just be cautious here with Smooth Love Potion, guys, because it is in a very, very strong downtrend, and at this point in time, there's no sort of sign of it recovering at all, right? There's no real sort of sign of it recovering, and using that domino analogy again, if the dominoes are gonna be stood back up to do that run again, then in order for this to actually start getting that momentum back, we need Bitcoin to bang it. We need Axie Infinity to start banging it again, and that puts a lot more traction into the NFT games, and then puts a lot more traction into this Smooth Love Potion coin, right, which is obviously the sister thing inside of the Axie Infinity thing, I think anyway. That's what someone else told me. So yeah, I wouldn't really expect good things for this coin at all. Sorry, Maz. Crypto.com for Cuba. A bit of crow. Now, Crypto.com. Interesting topic. Oh, look at that. Lovely, lovely example of a nice trend. Yeah, so Crypto.com in general, guys, I think it's a hugely undervalued asset at this time. I think it's probably going to do some sort of Binance coin sort of scenario there. I was looking at market caps, and it does look like it's probably got about 4x in it still. So yeah, just be cautious for that, and be ready for it to explode in the future. We know how strong these guys are with marketing. In my opinion, these guys really do take the lead in terms of crypto marketing for the exchange. I know it's not allowed in quite a few countries and stuff, but they're doing good things, right? They're buying stadiums, they're really colonizing the space, and holding that value, right? They're very, very smart. They're very, 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 very smart company, and I do think they've got the wits about them to really do well in the future. So yeah, this is one that I'm just gonna be holding, right? I'm just gonna be holding it until the floor. No, until we moon, right? As soon as we hit all-time highs again, stuff like that, I'm gonna be selling. But we've seen how this runs up. Like when it does run up, absolutely crazy indeed. So yeah, I would expect amazing things for this. In terms of price predictions for now, I would say volume weighted ATR at 46 is probably going to be a nice bounce point there. I think this has been lacking for a long time, right? We haven't really seen any sort of action since Christmas Day, that sort of area. From there, it's just been trending down quite rapidly, right? And people have been selling it off. I mean, we are setting lows here. This is a low sort of scenario there, but we probably will have a pullback and then a higher low or a challenge of this low getting set again, right? Whether we create some sort of ranging pattern coming through there, double bottoms, I don't know, some sort of scenario like that. That is very, very possible indeed. But then also, if we jump down to the longer term timeframes, you can see we've got quite a strong support line coming through here, as well as resistance. So yeah, there's going to be a crucial area to be looking out for, around 43 cents 61 there for a bounce. That's going to be sort of the area I would be looking for Crypto.com. But overall, my opinions on Crypto.com, as I was just saying there, very, very, very bullish for 2022, right? 2022, not like a month's time. I'm talking a year's time, right? Look at this price in a year and tell me I'm wrong. Sound like such awful saying that, right? Tell me I'm wrong. No, but yeah, I do think and hey, I can be wrong. Just I can be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I hold my hands up. One of those. You gotta say sorry when it needs to be said, and hold your hands up when you are wrong, right? It's a trait that some people do really, really struggle with. And yeah, that's something that, anyway. Enough about that. GRT, right? I saw that on the list. GRT for Sariga WDW. Now you can see just just looking at this, guys, this is, I just want to talk about the volume weighted ATR bands for a second here on the hourly. You can see there's obviously these bands here. We've got one band on the top side. We've got one band on the bottom side here. Let's have a look at the support and the resistance that we are finding from this. You can see resistance, resistance, pretty much resistance, right? Support, 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 support. Interesting stuff indeed. How valuable are these bad boys? Very. Let's jump back. You can see the support coming through that. Now, this is a great example. If we do see an insane crypto crash like we did see December the 4th, obviously, naturally, the volume weighted ATR bands will come down with it. But that tells us that we need to basically be looking for that again. We usually find it, and then we usually trend it. We usually trend with it until we bang it back above it, right? And then we start a lovely uptrend. So that's another thing that we can be using with the volume weighted ATR band. I mean, just look at this, how valid this is. It's just God mode stuff right there. I mean, even like this candle here, you can see we've come down, we wicked it in the same candle. The bounce back is just unbelievable, right? But yeah, that's the volume weighted average true range there. Yeah, very, very good stuff indeed there for the volume weighted ATR bands. But yeah, let's have a look at the daily here and see what we got going on here for GRT. What a great example of taking profit all the way up here, because we didn't see the completion of the measure move here. Yeah, we didn't see the completion of the measure move from this breakout of this symmetrical triangle there. So you can see that's around a 67% gain there. And yeah, the last leg was around 18%. But you can see we staggered take profits all the way up and banked that profit before we saw this filthy reversal here. If we didn't bank that profit going up, gridding our take profits, as I keep stressing about, guys, we would have we would have given all that profit back and hit a stop loss. So yeah, that's why we don't do that. Yeah, limits losses and stuff. Yeah, it's definitely something to try, I would say. Actually, I was gonna just bang that all the way there, because still actually being respect to that trend line. Interesting. In terms of GRT right now, right here, right now, I'm in a cold bath. No, I'm in, it's a descending triangle, right? It's in a descending triangle, and that is a bearish sign, guys. And we could see a leg down coming through from here, so it's definitely something to be thinking about there. If there is going to be a short position, this is what it's going to be here on the daily. Obviously, very, very big swing position here, guys. Humongous swing position, right? Definitely very profitable, very trappy. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a 19.27% gain to the downside. Obviously, if BTC is going to dump like crazy, then obviously this is going to be very, very achievable for us there. So yeah, a couple of good scenarios there to be looking out for there. For GRT, I would say overall, we're still setting lower highs. Not quite higher lows, right? But not even lower lows, right? So it's not really the end of the world here. For this coin until you really start breaking these areas, right? That's that December the 4th there. That's that wick. I mean, it's not the most valid thing in the world, but it's still valid. So yeah, the low is going to be around 53 cents there to be getting below. But yeah, I would be worried if we hit 57. Even if we hit 50, yeah, 57.5, I would still be worried for more downwards momentum there. Are we just going to keep going down like crazy? Probably not. We're probably going to be setting high lows as we go, right? It's not just going to be December the 4th sort of scenario. I mean, hey, it could be, but the chance of this happening when we see a colossal dump like this, it's obviously it's not like rare. I mean, it's fairly rare, but it's not like we're more likely to range and have pullbacks and candles left, right, and center like we have seen here, twin tower sort of stuff there. So yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, just be prepared. What else have we got? We got DOT, we got VET. Let's have a little look at VET, right? Oh, God. Getting tired now, guys. Getting tired. Just hit an hour. Look at the chat on the lower side, right? Simon missed the stream. Oh, Simon. Nah, I appreciate you, man. Roger wants Solana. Important trait for a teacher. Correct. Gordon coming through. Morning, guys. Has Chester done Chainlink yet? No, sir, I haven't done Chainlink. Should I write? I'm gonna write something down. Just gonna have a bit of a. I'm gonna shake that protein shake. It's starting to settle. Just gonna have a little 1 minute break. I think. I've just been talking flat out for like long. Yeah, I hope you're having a fantastic day, guys. In England, it's 4 degrees and it's sunny. Sunny. I'm going mountain biking tomorrow. That's going to be pretty cool. Nice outdoor activity to start the year. But if you're in England, you've probably seen the weather forecast. It's like 100% rain. A really aggressive rain as well. So yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good weekend. Anytime you present us is good with me. I'm pretty sure I'm taking that wrong, Lauren. 28 likes as well, guys. You've killed it today. Do appreciate those likes. Honestly, I really, really do. It does help out. It really does. It does help out the YouTube algorithms, right? And everything naturally when BTC's falling and the markets are going down, it does actually have an effect on viewers and doesn't have effect on the algorithms and stuff like that, right? How much like the streamers actually showed to people. So the more likes that you guys give me, the more people I can educate, right? And you know I'm not here shilling you affiliate links and all that crap, right? I'm not here like, go to Bybit, I'm gonna give you $3,000 or some crap like that, right? Deposit bonuses, no. I'm here to teach you. I'm here to educate you. I make my money through trading. I stress this. I used to be a plasterer. Gift. Yeah, I used to be a plasterer. Used to hate my job. So I decided to change my life. Learned TA, studied it every single night. And here I am. I look forward to Mondays, right? I'm not the biggest fan of Fridays. I've really had to up my weekends, like the stuff that I do on the weekends, to really enjoy the weekends, because I prefer sitting at a chart, right? And obviously streaming. So yeah. I've got quite a lot of stuff planned for 2022 in terms of the weekends, right? I'll do some crazy stuff. I guess that only comes naturally when you really love your job, right? Massive believer in loving your job, guys. If you hate your job and you're working Monday to Friday, you're actually hating 70% of your life. Do that for 40 years. No, that's not good, man. That's not a good way to live. Happiness is key. It's like a robot. You must be happy. Now, Solana baby. I see who was stuck in Solana? Roger. He followed what CryptoFace was doing. I mean, I'm not going to say I haven't done that before, because I have. I mean, to be fair, I've watched CryptoFace make a hell of a lot of money, right? He's a pretty strong trader and pretty established in the space. But yeah, I followed him like a long time ago. I'm not saying I do it now. Obviously, I can trade now. So, but yeah, so you're stuck in, I guess, Roger. So you're stuck in Solana. You want some good news or do you want some bad news? Because this is Carl's got black ice there. Oh God, man, that's not good. Hopefully you've got those winter tires on. You're not skidding around in the car, right? My car is absolutely dreadful for driving in the snow or ice or anything. Literally any incline, like it's not even that steep. It's probably like that steep. My car just doesn't move. It's like, because the wheels are like stupidly thick, so they just don't grip at all. But yeah, anyway, where are we? We're at Solana. You want a bit of hopium here, Roger? You could potentially, you've got a pretty strong support level coming through here, right? You've got a pretty strong support level coming through here on the daily. So hopefully you can actually see a bounce up. The bounce up would be bringing you to 14866 there. On the way up from that, I would say you've definitely got the 200 EMA holding you back there, and that's definitely an area to be cautious from, because if you do see resistance from that, it's going to be pretty dreadful, man. It's going to be pretty dreadful. My entry is 151. Are you short or are you long, bro? 151. So basically what you did, you basically longed the trend line. That's what you basically did, I think. Yeah, you longed this pretty dominant trend line, which in a sense is not the wrong thing to do, but in this trend that we are seeing here, you're basically, the trend is your friend, Roger, right? The trend is your friend. You ride that bad boy till the end. As you can see here, this is obviously very basic TA compared to CryptoFace, because he's got all of his magical, colorful indicators and stuff like that. You can see here, this would technically be a retest of this parallel channel to the upside, right? So yeah, it's not the worst scenario coming through here, but you can see the strength of this trend coming through. If you were looking for a potential long here, then I really would have been waiting for, like I say here, an invalidation of invalidation of lower highs, and also you can see here 151. And 151 is pretty much bang on this this testing point here. So yeah, I can see your reasoning, but with a trend like this, you really want to be waiting for that confirmation here. That's going to be the key confirmation is going to be the lower highs in this sort of scenario here, because as you can see here, it's quite easy to just bang it down, especially if Bitcoin is doing what it's doing right now. Yeah, it's pretty rough. BMW. Leader Crypto, where can I watch your Bybit tutorial? I'm pretty sure there will never ever be a Bybit tutorial, man. Unless Bybit contact me and they're like, oh, we'll pay you 100K for a video. I'd be like, all right, I'll do it. Just something like that, right? I highly doubt that ever happens. So yeah, you won't expect any like exchange videos from me anytime soon, I don't think, unless they offer some serious amount of cash, right? Because at the end of the day, I work out like an hourly rate, right? Hourly rate, what, right? If I'm making, say, X amount per day from trading, and then I split that up into an hourly rate for myself, I'm then like, yeah, okay, that's a pretty decent hourly rate, like, I don't know, £100 an hour, £200 an hour, something like that, right? That's pretty decent. So if I get contacted by like an exchange or something like that, and they're like, oh, can you make me a video? I'll pay you like $1,000. I'll be like, probably not. But if you work at an hourly rate time, it's probably going to take me like 2 hours to make, maybe less. So yeah, it might be worth my time or it might not be. But yeah, I probably won't ever have stuff on my streams like this, guys. So like, you know how I stream like this continuously, and I'm not here shilling you to links. I've not got loads of sponsors all over the video and stuff like that. I'm not really for that. I'm not about that. So yeah, I'm not here to waste your time. That's what I'm trying to say, right? I'm not here to waste your time. I want to give you guys value. So that's why I stay away from as much of that as possible, right? They need to offer me some serious hourly rate stuff to really get me on that. And it's probably not worth my time at the end of the day. And as I said, I'm here to give you guys value, not to waste your time. Like, I'm not going to say that. What I'm saying is I used to have quite a bit of my time wasted from shilling videos from PC's making a noise, from like watching streamers and stuff like that, and they're just shilling the whole time. Like, it's like they'll shill for like 5 minutes, and then they'll do like 10 minutes TA, and then they'll start shilling again. And you're like, oh man, this is just frustrating. So yeah, I aim to do the whole gap in the market of no shilling on the stream. Yeah. Anyway, let's do some more requests, guys. Let's do some more. We've got 32 likes coming through. Amazing stuff there. Where are we? We got Roger looking for that bounce back for Solana. Let's jump right down to some shorter term timeframes. Rog. I don't know if you like the name Rog, but yeah, Roger. I'll stick with Roger, man. But yeah, so as you can see here, we are actually seeing a bit of a pullback. Unfortunately, Roger, we have seen a low get set here. We have seen a lower highs actually getting validated there, which is very nice on the 15-minute, which is very actually bullish. It is doing a bit of it's just following Bitcoin, man. But overall, Solana is down 7% compared to a lot of other things there. So yeah, it's obviously taking a bit more of a hit here. But we have seen an 800% gain in the space of like 6 months. So yeah, just 151 is your target. You're probably a hell of a long way away from that. It's not the hottest stock right now, man. But yeah, for me, if I was in this, I would really, is that a measure move or a trend line? No, that's a trend line. So yeah, if you lose this 13441, it might be time to take a hit, right? It might be time to take a hit. And sometimes closing a trade is the best thing you can be doing, right? Yeah, and it's another valuable skill of trading. If you do have a losing position coming through there and it's really quite brutal, you need to stop. You need to analyze your TA again, see where you've gone wrong, learn from your mistakes, right? You learn from your mistakes. And I still do it now. If I have a losing trade, I will literally pick apart that trade so much, using loads and loads of different indicators and stuff like that, and be like, why didn't that work? Why didn't that come through? What can I use next time for the future, right? I just got to hodl on and be patient. Okay, so it's not a leverage position. That's good, Roger. That's good, Roger. Overall, I would say, like, I'm a hodler of Solana as well. I've got Solana tucked away in the ledger, right? It's she's in there. Solana baby is in there. So at the end of the day, I'm with you, man. At the end of the day, I'm with you. It will come back up. It's Solana, man. It's a very, very strong asset. It's got very high hopes for the future. So yeah, just I wouldn't panic too much. We just need Bitcoin to really pull its finger out again, and then Solana will potentially run up. I mean, even if Bitcoin doesn't start to pull its finger out, if Bitcoin just starts ranging like continuously along this 40K sort of area there for like, say, 3 months to start the year off to really kill a lot of the hype for crypto, I mean, to be honest, that would be really quite beneficial for us just to get a lot more seriousness into the space. But yeah, if that is going to happen, then that's when we're going to see Bitcoin dominance tank it down, and we're going to see a lot of altcoins start to run up on their own. And the altcoins that I want to see run up on their own, which is more likely, it's probably going to be things like Solana, DOT, ADA, XRP if they can beat the SEC, obviously Crypto.com, BNB. We've got also KSM, guys, definitely one to watch. XMR, one to watch as well. MKR. I make quite a bit of money trading MKR, guys, just because the swings on it are really quite nice. And it's a very low supply asset just in general, so that's one to look at. Matic will be doing very well as well, and also high hopes for Waves. Yeah, so yeah, not too bad overall. Let's have a look at Atom there, because Atom is what we call, I mean, I haven't got a name for it, but I'm gonna create a name for it, because it's the leader of the pack, right? The leader of the pack in terms of what the hell is going on here. So yeah, as you can see, guys, we do have what we have here. We have a bull flag scenario, right? We have an uptrend, we have a parallel channel. Bull flag usually means continuation to the upside. As you can see, continuation is futile. Continuation is here to stay. Now, let's what the hell just happened? I don't know what that was, but let's get back to Atom, because that was a bit mental how that happened, right? Yeah, so let's look at Atom, because Atom is we're made up of atoms, guys. No, what I'm saying here is, look, we're at a key level here. This is all-time high territory, which tells us Viva la Resistance is looking like it's going to come through here, right? I mean, to be honest, I love that, Roger. Which, to be honest, Atom is looking obviously very bullish over the last 3 days, or over the last 3 weeks, sorry. Let's look at the daily and see what's going on for the daily. We are in a very nice, strong daily uptrend, right, continuously. It's actually performing insanely well compared to a lot of the other dogs in the pond. a lot of the other assets, right? Obviously, Bitcoin famously tanking it at the moment. Atom is actually running up really quite nicely. So, what does that tell us? It tells us to go do some research on Atom, because something's obviously doing well in terms of the fundamental side of it, and it's obviously very undervalued. And this tells us when we do see humongous dumps like this, right? Let's look at December the 4th, actually. Let's look at that. Where's that? December the 4th. See how that reacted. And the reason why I'm doing this, guys, is for a buying back scenario, right? Because obviously we are seeing a buyback come through now. So yeah. So yeah, as you can see here, from December the 4th, that buyback was actually very, very, very strong indeed. Yes, we did see a downtrend, very strong downtrend, very structured downtrend actually, coming down from there. But yeah, you can see what we did see over the last like few days or so. It's been really quite a rough ride for Bitcoin, but Atom is really banging it. So it does show people are and have been looking to get in. Please be aware, there could be some FOMO. No, there's definitely some FOMO in here as well. And this is what I was saying by naming this, because in terms of like the top 50 cryptocurrencies, guys, ones that are really performing are Atom, right? Atom is probably the leader at the moment, just that I've got on this watch list. So so yeah, that tells us that Atom is basically going to have some sort of FOMO coming in, because like there's a small percentage of new investors and get rich quick people that are like, oh my god, Atom's pumping, I don't want to miss it, I'm getting in now. And that's obviously the FOMO sort of price action that we do see here for coins like this. But so yeah, just we are coming up to all-time highs, as I was just saying there, and that tells us that there is serious take profit points to be looking out for there. We've got volume weighted ATR band at 47.71. We're already up 9.41% for the day there, but this could go a heck of a lot higher than that. No, it could actually go up today. I would say a little bit more than this, just because it is leading the pack here. And especially if Bitcoin just stays stagnant there. If Bitcoin stays stagnant and ranges in this sort of area here for the next, say, 4 or 5 hours, then I would really expect Atom to probably take a leg up to 47, that sort of area there. But yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. I've had a pretty good time today. It's been pretty fun. Thank you ever so much. Do appreciate it. And I will be back. As I said, I'm mountain biking tomorrow, guys. So I won't be streaming or producing. I might do a little BTC update, maybe, depending on the charts. We'll see how we go, right? So yeah, Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will be back Monday. If I don't upload on the weekend, apologies. I will be back Monday. And yeah, I'll be back Monday with the usual, right? And that's gonna be it's gonna be the BTC updates, and then we're gonna be doing obviously the altcoins and all that juicy stuff there. We're streaming every single day, Monday to Friday, guys. So if you are here to learn TA, this is the place for you. Obviously, if you do enjoy the content, right? I'm not here shilling you crap. So yeah, I'm here to educate you guys. So yeah, if I can do that amazing stuff, I'm doing the right thing. Doing the right thing for me anyway. And like, I like helping people. So yeah, it's a win-win-win. So yeah, it's all good. And yeah, guys, if you are new to the channel, to the community, as you can see, we've got quite a nice community coming through in the chat there. We've got a Telegram group, guys. We've got a Telegram group, and it's litty. It's litty. They'll be talking all weekend. We'll be chatting about crypto all weekend. So yeah, that's going to be the place for you. If you are, say, a new trader and you want some either like a trading insight, or you've got questions to ask, and you just need a little helping hand. There's a really strong community in Telegram. We've got like 350 members. We're like 15 mods or something. Like there's no funny business. There's no funny business in that Telegram. It's all good stuff. Obviously there is. We have a laugh, right? But when I say funny business, I mean like no scammers and all that crap. Like no one's shilling stuff, and like they give their insights. It's not just like a really overly populated group, right? And yeah, so it's our community, not my community. So yeah, all good stuff. Let's call it a day. Thank you very much, guys. I'm just looking at the chat, right? Yeah, I'm going to call it a day, guys. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. But, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. But, yeah, peace out. Goodbye from me, Crypto Chester, right? Oh, what a dreadful outro. Yeah, see you Monday. If not, I'll be in the Telegram group all weekend. Peace. Are you feeling juicy? You know why we're here. We are here to make money. Cold hard cash. You know what time it is when you hear this, right? Money time.